matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Red Raiders will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They go to the ground. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they have the first point of the game.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Slips through the line. Got all the room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and your best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
He's brought down at the 38. And first down for the offense.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Cantrell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Past the 45. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to...
Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dot.
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The this offense. On the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Might be calling a hot route. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll try to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. On the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's crossed. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Handoff from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Fights off a defender. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The play action fake. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. He's got it down the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Across the 25, he's got room. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's crossed. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to... There he goes! He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air on 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.